ninaepuka kusahau. So
two. Hello, my dear students. Welcome to our today's mathematics lesson. My name is Teacher Kelvin Wanyambura, a mathematics and business studies teacher. I am also an author of 3 books. My first book is Never Give Up. This was my first book that I wrote, Never Give Up. It is a play on overcoming challenges of life. My second book is With God All Is Well. This was the second book that I wrote. It is also, this is a novel still on how to fight spiritual battles. And then, interesting, we have a mathematics revision book called Mathematics, Boosting Mathematics Performance, Mathematics Revision Book for KCSE. This book will help you as a student to prepare yourself well for KCSE examination. So our topic today is very interesting because today we are going to learn how to improve mathematics performance, how to improve your mathematics performance as a student. And we're going to start with a word of prayer as you always start our lesson. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, we worship you for this lesson. May your presence be upon us, and let everything that I'm going to teach these students be of great benefit to them. In Jesus' name, we pray and believe. Amen. So, as I have said, we are going to learn how to improve your mathematics performance. Now, at this particular time, I'm going to do this in 2 sections. I will start with advising and guiding those Form 4 students who are waiting to do their KCSE in the next 18 days. That is, in the next almost 3 weeks. How can you improve your mathematics performance in those 3 remaining weeks? One is having confidence in yourself, believing in yourself, and having positive attitude towards mathematics. A student there is asking, Teacher Kelvin, how am I going to improve my grade from a D to a C, yet I just have 3 weeks to do the exam? So do not worry, because today you're going to rescue your grades. And as I'm going to explain this to you, I have very many testimonies of students who have used the strategy that I am going to teach you, and they have applied it, and it has greatly helped them. Even this year, I have a testimony of students within 1 term. Students have moved from E, some students who are getting 16%, now they are at 60% just within a term. What have they done? So, the first strategy is, one, my dear student, is the revision method that you use. It is time to revise quality and not quantity. Revising quality, one, revising quality and not quantity. When I talk about revising quality and not quantity, I am talking about lay down a strategic plan that I'm going to help you lay down, and use that strategic plan topically so that you may be able to capture the content easily. So the other thing is create at least 2 hours per day for mathematics. 2 hours per day for mathematics. Remember, I've said I'm dealing with this in 2 sections. One, preparing those who are going to sit for the exam very soon. And then the other section is preparing those who have at least an year or 2 years for them to sit for their KCSE. So I have started with those who are in form 4 and waiting to do their KCSE. And here they are panicking, they are anxious. Teacher Kelvin, how can I improve in mathematics within these 3 weeks? 2 hours per day. In these 2 hours per day, you're going to divide them into sections. So we have 1 hour for section 1, 1 hour for section 1, and we have 1 hour for section 2. 1 hour for section 2. Now, what are you going to do in this 1 hour for section 1 and this 1 hour for section 2? Mathematics has 2 papers. According to my mathematics, from today, we have 18 days to KCSE. So you're going to divide your days into 2 equal days. Out of the 18 days, you'll have 9 days for paper 1, 9 days for paper 1, and I'm going to teach you how you are going to utilize them, and 9 days for paper 2, and 9 days for paper 2. Now, how are you going to use these 9 days for paper 1 and these 9 days for paper 2? A mathematics paper consists of section 1, that is short structured question, and section 2 that contains 8 questions, each 10 marks, and you're supposed to choose 5 questions. Now, if today is, assuming today is on a Monday, you'll say now, on Monday, I'm going to start with paper 1. And these 2 hours that I'm going to revise, I'm going to strategize and divide the topics of paper 1 in a way that in the 9 days, I will have covered all the topics that are tested in paper 1. Now, this is how you do it. Before now I explain to you what you're going to do. I want to analyze the most important topics in paper 1 and the most important topics in paper 2. Then from there, my dear student, I am going to teach you on how to make sure that you have understood at least every concept in each topic. Currently, I have an analysis that I also use with my students of paper 1 topics and paper 2 topics. And this analysis is in this book, Boosting Mathematics Performance. This book, it's I, Teacher Kelvin, who has written it. This book is divided into 4 sections. Paper 1 section 1, paper 1 section 2, paper 2 section 1, paper 2 section 2. Now, in paper 1 section 1 and in paper 1 section 2, you are here as a student planning how to revise for paper 1. So, there are 12 topics that I have analyzed very well that are highly tested and that might never miss in your KCSE paper 1 section 1. Still, there are 12 topics that I have analyzed that might never miss in your KCSE section 2 of paper 1. Now, I am going to read these topics as you take notes. I'll not write them, I will read them, but I'll use them to explain to you how this example of today being a Monday, how am I going to revise paper 1? And now, if I revise paper 1 on Monday, then on Tuesday, I'll be revising paper 2. But the plan of how to revise is very, very, very important. Now, listen, my dear students, Here are the most important topics that are highly tested in paper 1. Paper 1 consists of Form 1 and 2 work and some topics in Form 3 like matrices, like trigonometry, and some topics in Form 4 like differentiation, like area approximation. So here I have an analysis of topics in paper 1. I will read them. Now, this is how you are going to plan yourself. Analyze these topics, write them, and then I'll guide you how you'll be using them to revise. Paper 1, section 1, we have 1, polygons. 2, linear inequalities. 3, reciprocals, squares, square root, cubes, and cube roots. 4, algebraic expression. 5, indices. 6, exchange rates, profits, loss, and discount. 7, trigonometry 1. 8, vectors 1. 9, matrices. 10, rates, ratio, and proportions. 11, mass, density, and volume. 12, using logarithms to evaluate. Paper 1, section 2. So you are writing somewhere so that you use this analysis. Paper 1, section 2. Statistics 1. That is 1. 2, surface area and volume. 3, equation of a straight line and gradient. 4, matrices. This is where you are required to use matrix method to solve simultaneous equations. 5, linear motion. Linear motion, we have the relative speed concept, that of the vehicles moving in same direction and opposite direction. We also have the concept of the velocity time graph, where we have acceleration, velocity, and the distance. 6, commission. 7, sine and cosine rule. This is where you might be given a triangle and you are required to use Pythagoras theorem, sine rule, and cosine rule. 8, area approximation. This is where you are required to either use trapezium rule, mid-ordinate rule, and then you are required to get the actual area by integration, and then the percentage error. 9, similarity, about area scale factor, linear scale factor, volume scale factor, that relationship. 10, scale drawing and bearing. 11, vectors. Vectors 1 and vectors 2. Vectors 2 is the one in Form 3. You're given a triangle and you are required to get the scalars, maybe scalar K and H and all that. Vectors 2 can either be tested in paper 1 or paper 2. 12, differentiation. Differentiation is divided into different concepts. So you might find in section 1 differentiation, where you are required to get the equation of tangent and normal, where you are required to get the equation of a tangent and normal. In section 2, you'll be required to get the stationary point and the nature of the stationary point. And also, there is application in kinematics, where there is differentiation being applied in displacement, velocity, and acceleration. Now, my dear student, I have briefly analyzed to you the most important topics. Also, still without forgetting, we have transformation. Transformation. When I talk of transformation, I'm talking about rotation, reflection, and translation, where you are required to use translation vector, and also enlargement. So transformation is also an important topic in section 2 of paper 1. Now, having that good analysis, I am now going to teach you, before we move out of paper 1 and go to paper 2, assuming that today is on Monday. You know, in mathematics we assume, let the value, let the price be X, let this and this. So assuming that now you are starting this strategic plan on a Monday, you are going to start with paper 1. In your paper 1, we have already analyzed the concepts that are tested in paper 1. So after dividing the days remaining to KCSE, and we gave paper 1 9 days, and now taking all these topics and dividing by the number of days that are remaining, I conclude that each day you are revising paper 1, you should do at least 4 topics. When I talk of 4 topics, I talk of 4 concepts, 4 different paper 1 concepts. In these 4 different paper 1 concepts, you will have 3 section 1, the short structured questions, and 1 section 2. For example, today I am going to revise paper 1. So I will revise polygons. I will revise linear inequalities. And also I will revise indices. Remember, you have 2 hours per day. 1 hour is for the short structured question, and the other hour is for the 10 marks question. So in these 3 topics that I've analyzed that I'm going to do today are short structured questions. So I will take a book, and if I'm privileged to have this book, Boosting Mathematics Performance, this has all the topics with explanations, worked out examples, and also a question for you to test yourself. For example, if it's indices, the laws of indices are here. There are several questions on indices worked out and well explained. And then there are several questions still on that topic on indices where you are required to test yourself after going through the ones that have already been done. So you'll go through the notes as if you are revising, as if you are reading them. And then after that, you will do the worked out examples on polygons. When you do polygons, you tick. On linear inequalities, you tick. On indices, you tick. That is 1 hour for day 1. The other hour for day 1, I will come and choose, say that I am going to do statistics 1. Statistics 1. Statistics 1 consists of frequency distribution table, know how to make the table, how to get the mean, how to get the median, histogram, and drawing a frequency polygon. That is for 1 hour of day 1. By the end of the 9 days you have set for paper 1, you'll have completed all the possible topics that are tested in paper 1 as I have analyzed them for you. That is day 1 after watching this video. That is day 1 after watching this video. Now, for day 2, you'll now shift to paper 2. I am going to analyze to you the most, because you start by analyzing. You start by an analysis of the topics that appear in this paper. So paper 2, I have paper 2 section 1. I'm going to read them so you can be taking notes. Topics in paper 2 section 1 that most probably you might expect. Formula, that is 1 formula. 2 sums, 3 further logarithms, 4 equation of a circle, 5 trigonometry 3, 6 binomial expansion, 7 circles, cones, and tangents, 8 matrices. These matrices is the matrices in Form 4. The matrices where you are required to use to relate the area scale factor and the determinant, where we say that area scale factor is equal to the determinant of a matrix. 9 compound interest, 10 approximation and errors, 11 rate, ratio, proportion, and mixtures. We are told that maize and beans were mixed in the ratio of x is to y. Then there is a question there. 12 quadratic expressions and equations. Here you can be tested about perfect square using completing the square method, and also forming quadratic equations when you are given roots. 13 vectors. 2, you can be asked to show that points are collinear. Then 14, we have statistics 2. This is ungrouped data where you can be required to get the quartile deviation, the variance, the standard deviation of ungrouped data. Paper 2, section 2. Paper 2, section 2, topics that you're going to analyze and go through them in these 9 days that you've set for paper 2. Probability, income tax, sequences and series, vectors 2, integration, matrices and transformation, statistics 2, variation, we have direct, inverse, joint, and partial variation, longitudes and latitudes, 3-dimension geometry, linear programming, quadratic and cubic graphs, trigonometric graphs, ogive or the cumulative frequency curve. Those are some of the important topics that you need to analyze in a notebook that you are having, so that when you cover each topic, you tick. Now, the one you revised, after watching this video, the one you revised, paper 1. Day 2, now you're going to swift it. Assuming day 1 was on Monday, day 2 will be on Tuesday. Tuesday, I'll come and select the topics in paper 2, section 1, and say that Tuesday I'll do formula, sums, and I'll also do equation of a circle. Then that is 3 short structured questions for section 1, and then 1 question or topic of section 2, that is probability. Probability. These are the topics that, after watching this video, I'm going to cover in day 2. I have already done an analysis. Whenever I revise formula, remember I have 1 whole hour in day 2 to revise formula, sums, and equation of a circle. So that means still strategically that 1 hour I can divide it into 3, so that I'll be in a position to cover the 3 topics that I want to revise in the 1 hour. Whenever I revise formula, I tick. I understand sums, I tick. I understand equation of a circle, I tick. After 1 hour, I go to probability. That is a 10 marks topic question. And then I'll revise probability for the whole hour, because it's a 10 marks question and it covers there are different concepts on probabilities. We have the exclusive event, we have the independent event. So I will come and take my boosting mathematics performance KCSE revision book if I have it. If I don't have these, I will come and take my notes and check where I was taught on probability, go through the notes as I take note very well, and then do some practice questions. After that, that will be day 2. So day 3 will be back to paper 1, 4 more topics. Day 4, paper 2. Day 5, paper 1. Day 6, paper 2. Day 7, paper 1. Day 8, paper 2. And you'll proceed like that until the 18 remaining days are over. Now, I have helped you analyze the topics that you are going to revise before KCSE. In this analysis, you realize that there are 3 topics that are remaining in paper 1 for 10 marks, and there are 3 topics that are remaining in paper 2 for 10 marks. After I have done the strategic planning of 3 section 1 questions or topics and 1 section 2 topics. Those topics that are remaining, when you are strategizing, you will start with the simplest topics. Like you can start with statistics 1, equation of a straight line and gradient. Then those topics that you have been experiencing a lot of difficulties in, let them be the last topics that you are going to revise in preparation for your KCSE. So, my dear student, this message was for the Form 4s who are going to sit for their KCSE in the next less than 20 days. You still have a chance to change your mathematics grade. When you utilize this topic, topical revision strategic plan, remember what I told you. Have a positive attitude, believe in yourself, and stop panicking. Do not be anxious about anything. Do your part and tell God to do his part. It is not late. I have testimonies of students who have changed their mathematics grade within 1 month, within 1 term, within 1 year, within a short duration. The moment you apply this strategic plan and revise quality, it doesn't mean that now, today you have said you'll cover the 4 topics, you'll be in a hurry. You see that now it's 1 hour and you are not yet done with 2 topics. Now you start hurrying up so that you are done with the topics. No, it is not about how many topics you will have revised before you do KCSE. It is about how many topics you have understood before you do KCSE. So even if day 1 you had chosen to do 4 topics and you have only been able to do well 2 topics, do not panic. The important thing is that you have understood the topics that you have been able to cover in that day 1. So, apart from that now, I have analyzed to you the strategic plan. I believe that, my dear students, you're going to apply this strategic plan. I believe that, my dear student, you have written the topics that I have given you. And feel free, if you are there, feel free to reach out on me where you have not, maybe you are doing formula, you've not understood. I'm here for you. My students countrywide, I'm here for you. Reach out on me just for free and ask me, Teacher Kelvin, I've been doing science and I'm unable to do this question. Can you assist me? And I'm going to assist you. Let me give you an example of a student who applied this strategic plan last year and the grade that he got. This student watched my lessons in YouTube, in my YouTube channel, and he watched my business studies lessons and my mathematics lessons. His name is Wycliffe from Meru. I still remember. It was 1 term to 1's KCSE. And he asked me, Teacher Kelvin, I have seen your YouTube channel lessons and you are teaching very well. I would like you to advise me and guide me on how I am going to achieve in mathematics. And I feel like I'm giving up in business studies. I told him, do not give up in any subject. I gave him this strategic plan, and initially he told me, I am good in all the subjects, but mathematics is a problem to me. After KCSE 2024 results were out, he was very happy, telling me that, Teacher Kelvin, you know what? I got a mean grade of B plane, and I got a B plane in mathematics after applying the strategic plan that you gave me and assisting me in mathematics. Still, I'm giving these examples so that you can see that you are not late. It is not yet late for you to improve. I have several students who applied these strategies still in that term like now. And I have an example of a student I taught. And this student in term 2, she was getting a D minus. She came to me and told me, I want to achieve in mathematics. I gave her this strategy. She used the strategy. She purchased the boosting mathematics performance. And by the time she was doing KCSE, that is in 2023, by the time she was doing KCSE 2023, she was a good mathematician. From a D minus in term 2 to a B plus in KCSE. When the KCSE 2023 results were out, she was so happy. Her parents, both the mother and the father, were so happy that she got a B plus, a grade that she had never gotten in her entire high school life. But she got it in KCSE. Right now, she's doing computer science, which you can't do without mathematics. Just applying the strategies that I've given you and having the boosting mathematics performance. So, my dear students, have confidence. Have confidence. You can improve in mathematics. I am a living testimony of a student, me myself in Form 2. I was getting E's in mathematics. First term, Form 3, I started applying the same strategies that I'm teaching you, and I was able to get an A minus in KCSE in mathematics. Now I am a mathematics teacher who has written a mathematics book, yet in Form 2, I had given up in mathematics. I used to see mathematics, and in my mind, I could make fun of it and say, math means mateso ambayo tunapitia hapa shuleni. But now, I say that maths is the best subject and a boosting subject to your grade. Or mathematics is a booster subject. Now, my dear students, I go to the second section that I'm now going to guide those students who are in Form 2 and Form 3, because I realize now from next year in Kenya we'll be having grade 10. So next year we are having grade 10, Form 3 and Form 4. So now I'm going to talk to Form 4s of next year and Form 3s of next year. Later on, I'll talk to grade 9 when we get there. So now, my dear students, you are still there, and you are a Form 4 of next year, you are a Form 3 of next year, and you want to improve in mathematics. It is not yet too late. I will start by giving my own example that I have given. In Form 2, I used to hate mathematics with passion. I used to get an A in all the subjects except mathematics. In Form 3, I realized that I have to pass in mathematics. A teacher helped me. And that's where I got the passion of helping students in mathematics. And those that I've taught in the schools that I've taught, they can bear me witness of this. My class teacher assisted me and told me, Kelvin, you need to work hard in mathematics. You need to do something. And I went to a mathematics teacher who really helped me. And I strategized and divided my work into paper 1 and paper 2. That is Form 3 first term. And every day for 30 minutes, I could go to that teacher and he helped me. He could teach me how mathematics is simple. And then another secret. Whenever I was taught a concept by my math teacher, I could look for another student to teach that student. And the more I taught another student, the more I understood that concept. So, this is what you're going to do. After that, I improved gradually. And in mock, back again to the Form 4s who are there. In mock, I didn't do very well in mathematics because I had 51%. Yes, I have improved from an E. But I worked again very hard. I used this strategic plan that I have taught you. And eventually, I got an A- in KCSE. From there, I got a passion of assisting the students in achieving the best in mathematics. And through my teachings, through these strategic plans, I have helped and transformed mathematics grade for many students. So, if you are in Form 1, in Form 2, sorry, and in Form 3, going to Form 3 and Form 4 next year, this is the plan you are going to lay down. Start it right now. Start it in this long holiday, and you'll make a change. Buy a 200-page squared exercise A4 book. This is what I do with my students, and they can bear me witness that it has really helped them. This revision book, 200 pages A4, you're going to divide it into two sections. So you'll divide it into two. You have 100 pages. 100 pages are meant for paper 1. The other 100 pages are meant for paper 2. Divide further the 100 pages for paper 1 into two equal parts. 50 pages for section 1. Section 1 are the short structured question, and the 50 pages for section 2. Section 2 are the 10 marks questions. Then after that, this is a revision strategy or a strategic plan for you. After that, in the first page of your exercise book that you have bought right now, write the topics according to their papers, the way I have analyzed at that first part when I was motivating or guiding the Form 4 students. I have already analyzed all the topics tested in paper 1 and all the topics tested in paper 2 in different sections, section 1 and section 2. Write them in the first page. Then the second page now, that is where you are doing the paper 1, section 1. Divide your book. Smart work is very important for revision. Remember, this book, you'll use it until you do KCSE. Apply it and you'll thank me later. Now, start with polygons. I analyzed and started with polygons. After doing polygons, that one page is for polygons. Polygons, do examples that you have been given by your teacher. Search for revision books. And if you are in Form 2 and Form 3, this book will help you a lot. If you are in Form 4 and you already have the book, it will really help you a lot. If you are in Form 4 right now and you don't have the book, you can purchase it if you want, but I'll not tell you to purchase it, because some of you will see it's just 3 weeks, but it will make a change. But if you are in Form 2 and Form 3, going to Form 3 and Form 4, this book has all the topics well analyzed. Paper 1, Section 1, Paper 1, Section 2, Paper 2, Section 1, Paper 2, Section 2. Well analyzed with notes on every topic, with worked out examples on each topic, and with some questions which are not worked out for you to try and use the notes and the worked out example concept to answer the unanswered question. Also, the first page of the book has a mathematics advice on how you can use this book. It will assist you. If you have this book, you don't need any mathematics notes. This is all the notes that you need. So, as I was saying, this is your strategic plan that you're going to start this long holiday of 2 good months, and then you'll continue with it. I don't know when you are watching this video, but use this strategy. For you, you have some good time. I'll not tell you to do 4 topics in a day. Remember, we are revising quality and not quantity. Try this, and by the time you are getting to Form 4 next year, if you are a Form 3, by the time you are getting to Form 3 next year, if you are a Form 2, I believe that you will be a mathematician who mathematizes mathematics mathematically, like a mathematician who mathematizes mathematics mathematically. And they will be calling you mathematics master. For you, you'll just be doing 1 topic of section 1 in a day and 1 topic of section 2 in a day. Let me teach you. Day one, after watching the video, and week 1. This is week 1 after you've watched this video. Day 1, you'll just come and do polygons, and statistics 1. Just that. For you, I'll not tell you to create 2 hours per day for mathematics. I'll tell you, create 1 hour, 30 minutes per day for mathematics. 45 minutes are for polygons. This is an example of day 1. And 45 minutes are for statistics 1. Polygon here stands for day 1, section 1 topic of paper 1. Statistics 1 here stands for a topic of section 2 or 10 marks question that you have chosen for day 1. So in your plan, after analyzing the topics that I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the lesson, you'll just be doing 1 topic of section 1 and 1 topic of section 2. When I talk of section 1, 1 topic of 3 or 4 marks and 1 topic of 10 marks. After that, my dear student, I will not tell you to do like the way I've told the current Form 4s, that if day 1 is paper 1, day 2 is paper 2. You set weekly strategic plan. Week 1 is for paper 1 only. Week 2 is for paper 2 only. So, this is my student who is in Form 3 and has listened to this. In your plan, you'll say, week 1 after the school closes. Now, week 1, I am going to do paper 1. Every day, I have 1 hour, 30 minutes for paper 1. And 1 hour, 30 minutes every day, I am doing just 1 topic of section 1 and 1 topic of section 2. And thoroughly, in that 1 hour, 30 minutes, thoroughly going through it. Math is not read, it's done, but sometimes you read. You take the formulas, polygons, sum of interior angles. This is how we get them. Exterior plus interior angle is equals to 180 degrees. N is equals to 360 over exterior angle. Go through those notes. Those notes are in this book. If you don't have the book, maybe you have the notes from your school. But access the book. It will help you a lot. So after that, week 2 is for paper 2. Those who are in Form 3 going to Form 4, you have done Form 3 work. Form 3 work is paper 2. And I have analyzed the topics that are in paper 1 for Form 3 works. So you'll be able now to use those topics that I have analyzed to revise. Week 2 is for paper 2. 1 topic of section 1, 1 topic of section 2 in a day. So in 7 days, you will have done 7 section 1 topic and 7 section 2 topics in 7 days of paper 1. In another 7 days, you'll have done 7 topics of section 1, 3 or 4 marks question, and 7 topics of section 2, the 10 marks question in 7 days. At the end of 2 months, you will have covered everything, both in paper 1 and paper 2. And then you will start redoing again and again and again. So the strategic plan will be redoing and redoing. So when you get back to learning new concepts with your teachers, you'll have a simple task to know that today I'm going to go through whatever I have been taught by my teacher. The second thing that you need to do, my dear student, every mathematics concept you are taught by your teacher in school, make sure that before you sleep, you have gone through it. Why? Because you have already used the strategic plan. You have revised all the topics that so far you have been taught by the teacher. So this new concept, by the end of the day, before you sleep, make sure that you have well understood the new concept that your teacher has taught you. Positive attitude towards mathematics. Using the strategic plans that I have given you, you're going to be a great testimony to many people. As I've told you, I don't want to give testimonies of very far. I'm giving a testimony of this year. Students who have applied this strategic plan. Let me give you a good example. This year, term 2, students that have been teaching, they have applied this strategy of having an exercise book of 200 pages divided into sections. And we have been able to cover all the topics within the one term. And let me tell you, most of my students, they have applied this strategic plan, and I saw great improvement from their pre-mock to mock exam. Good examples, and my students can bear me witness of these. Many students moved from E not to D but to C. There's a student who moved from 16. She had 16% in pre-mock. After using and applying this strategy and using this book, she got 55, which is a B- in the mock exam. And from there, she has now been in 55 and above. And many of them, most of the students who have applied the strategic plan that I have given you, they have really improved. They have come to love mathematics, and you'll see them doing mathematics every day. And my students can bear me this witness, that they have really improved in mathematics. Not because of anything else. 1, because of God, putting God first. 2, because of us applying the mathematics revision strategic plan that I have given you. 3, this book has also been of great importance to them until, let me tell you, until at the end of term 2, my students sang for me that mathematics, kuna vile ulikuwa unanisumbua, lakini sa God akajua, akatuma teacher Kelvin akakuja shinda kutatua. Kwa vile walikuwa wameona that indeed tumetatua shinda ya mathematics. And they said, you can watch those songs in my YouTube channel. They surprised me with the song after greatly improving by using this strategy. Since you come, maths imekuwa term. And my dear students who are watching me, since I have given you this strategic plan, since I came to this YouTube channel and you have watched this video, maths itakuwa term kama kwa wanafunzi wangu walivyosema, since you come, maths imekuwa term. na mathematics kuna vile ilikuwa unanisumbua, lakini God akaleta teacher Kelvin, shinda kutatua. Pia hapa online as you watch me, nimekuja shinda kutatua shinda yako ya mathematics. As I conclude, my dear students, I want to tell you one thing. It is all about your mindset. You are a product of your thoughts. What you think you are is what you become. If you think you are a mathematician, then you'll become a mathematician. In Form 2, I thought I can't make it in mathematics. Nowadays, my students are calling me mathematics master. A student previously, 12 years ago, who had given up in mathematics, is now an author of a mathematics book. You are there, my students. You feel you have given up in mathematics. Do not give up. Use the strategic plan, and here I am to assist you. To assist you wherever you are countrywide. To assist you in case you need a mathematics assistance or any mathematics assistance. To my fellow colleagues, mathematics teachers, I also have a strategic plan for you that can help your students improve in mathematics. That plan that I've given, tell your student to buy an A4 mathematics book, divide it into 2 equal parts, divide it further into 2 more equal parts. Section 1 for paper 1, section 2 for paper 1, section 1 for paper 2, section 2 for paper 2. And then you as a teacher have a book like this. Have a book like this. Analyze all the topics tested in paper 1. This is what I've been doing. And it has assisted my students greatly. Greatly, greatly. In my book, now this is to the teachers who are passionate. You know, some teachers are passionate, others are not. Those who are passionate about their students, take a book like this. Every page, I have this book, and I've analyzed all the topics tested in paper 1 and paper 2 in section 1 and section 2. I have divided this book into these columns. There is the topic, like for paper 1 section 2, there is the topic. Then there is a column of revised. This is how I have done it. I am now concluding. This is how I've done it. So I have topic. This is paper 1. Let's say this is paper 1, section 1. Paper 1, section 1. There is the topic there. There is revised there. And then there is series done. And then there is a column of series revised. Series revised. This is what I've been doing with my students, and I've seen a positive change. So in these topics, I'll come and write all the topics that I want to cover, all the topics that are tested in paper 1, section 1, like polygons, linear inequalities, and all the topics up to the end. This is an example of, this is a page of a book. Paper 1, section 1. I've done the same for paper 1, section 2. I've done the same for paper 2, section 1. I have done the same for paper 2, section 2. So if I revise with the students polygons, I will come and tick on the column of revised. After that, I will do or give a series exam. I and my student call it series exam from series 1. And this series exam, I have a plan of what do I want to revise within a week. In that series exam, I will test all the topics that I have ticked, I have revised, all the revised topics that I have ticked on the column of revised, and I'll give a series exam testing this concept that I taught the students. After that, I will tick that that series on that topic is done, or a series on that topic is done. Then I will give out the papers, and we will revise that paper, that series exam, and then I'll come and tick on the column of series revised, on the column of series revised. And so, for example, if I meant to do 5 topics revision, remember you are revising alongside covering the syllabus. So if I am, I've decided to do 5 topics of paper 1, section 1 this week, I will tick them all revised after I've revised with my students. Then the next week, maybe on Monday, very early on Monday, the students will do series covering the 5 topics, and I'll call that series 1 if that is when I have started this strategic plan. And then on Tuesday, I'll mark very fast, and on Tuesday, I'll give out the papers and revise with them. After I have revised and they have understood, I will tick on the column of series revised. On the column of series revised. And I'll do that for still paper 1, section 2, still for paper 2, section 1, and paper 2, section 2. And then at the end of every month, we'll have a full paper testing the topics covered on all the series done in the 4 weeks in the month that you are starting up. That is maybe the first now exam that you are doing a full paper. This is a good advice also to the passionate teachers. You know, there are teachers who are very passionate and they want their students to achieve. Thank you very much, my dear students, my dear viewers. I appreciate that you've been with me in this lesson. And honestly, you can be a mathematician just by deciding. I'll give my phone number so that, my dear student, if you are there and you'd like to reach out on me, maybe you are a Form 4, a Form 3, a Form 2, there is in your strategic plan, you are doing longitudes and latitudes, and there is a question that is hand for you, there is a concept that you are not understanding better, feel free to ask me. Because, you know, teachers are gifts from God, and I have to assist you, because I know that after assisting you, you're going to achieve the best. So my phone number for those who may want to reach out on me is 0705 845 747. 0705 845 747. You can also find me in my YouTube channel, Teacher Kelvin Wanyambura. You can also find me in my TikTok, Teacher Kelvin Wanyambura. And I also offer online mathematics classes. If you are there and you've seen that I can be of great help to you, and you would like maybe to have some individualized mathematics lessons, I offer them through Google Meet, where I'll teach you. You'll be seeing what I'm writing. You'll be able to ask me questions. You'll be able to inquire. You'll be able to give out the topic that maybe you may want us to deal with. So online individualized mathematics lesson, it is just like a physical lesson. Those who have used it, those whom have taught online, even from different parts of the country, they are a witness of how these lessons have been of great benefit to them. If you are a Form 4 and you're there and you want to get some final touches, you can still contact me through the number that I've given, and we'll do the online Google Meet mathematics lesson. If you are a Form 3 going to Form 4 and Form 2 going to Form 3, these lessons will be of great help. In fact, my dear student, if you are a Form 3 going to Form 4 and if you are a Form 2 going to Form 3, if you contact me and we get into individualized means I'll be teaching you. It's the teacher and you only. Not like now, a lesson that I've done for everyone, you can't ask any question. Individualized, where I'll teach you a concept, you will ask me, you'll tell me where you've not understood. This is how I will do it. We'll go through all those topics that we have analyzed here together. All of them, before the school opens, we'll have gone through all the possible topics that can be tested in paper 1 and paper 2. So I will assist you using the same strategic plan. Now I'll be the one to teach you the concept and the topics that you're going to do, understand them, and achieve the best. So when you contact me, in fact, at individual level, I'll help you make a strategic plan, and I'll tell you, this day you'll be revising, we will revise this topic, this day we'll revise this topic. Week 1 of our lessons, we have started with paper 1. These are the topics we'll do together. I'll be giving you questions after doing the topics. You'll be sending me the workings in WhatsApp. I'll be marking and correcting you. Week 2, these are the paper 2 topics that you are going to do. By the end of our online tuition, online mathematics lesson with you individualized, hey, you will be a master of mathematics. And people will call you a master of mathematics. So, my dear students, my dear colleagues who have been watching this program, I believe it has been of great benefit to you. And as I conclude, again, I will remind you, I am an author, and an author of 3 books so far. My first book is Never Give Up. If you read this book, it will assist you not to give up. You'll be able to overcome the challenges of life. The book is a play of situations that happens to you every day, and how to handle those situations and scenarios. My first book is Never Give Up, as I've shown. My second book is With God All Is Well. This is a novel, but at the end of the novel, I have talked of how Bible verses, how you can be able to pray, and also how you can be able to overcome the battles of this world and spiritual battles. There is someone crying there. This book, reading it, will help you wipe away all your tears. And most importantly, because we are here for mathematics, is this mathematics revision book. Boosting Mathematics Performance KCSE Mathematics Revision Book is a book written by teacher KELVIN Wanyambura with an intention to reach out to all the students and assist them achieve the best in mathematics. The book is divided into 4 sections. Paper 1, Section 1, Paper 1, Section 2. Paper 2, Section 1, Paper 2, Section 2. The book has well-written notes, well-worked out examples, and questions for you as a student to try while following up the examples given, topically and in terms of papers. At the end of the books, there are 10 speed tests. There are 10 speed tests. Those speed tests are questions from all the topics in high school, where you are given questions and time for each question for you to be able to handle the questions effectively. So the speed test will also help you to increase your speed. You are testing the speed of yourself for doing each and every mathematics question. My phone number, again, my phone number is 0705 845 747. Reach me out on that number to get a copy of my books, to get mathematics online lesson, or to consult me on any topic. May God bless you abundantly. My name is Teacher Kelvin Wanyambura. I'm born again. Christ is my Lord and my Savior. Bye-bye.